We're good.
All right, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance to begin the meeting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, there is a quorum as all members are present. The first item is the approval of the meeting minutes from the October 29th meeting. I assume everyone's had a chance to review those. I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve October 29th meeting minutes.
And I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Those are approved. Thank you. Moving on, we have the approval of new hire list created based upon the October 29th, 2025 notification for internal offering of our currently employed paramedic. Chief?
Yeah, so you have a list that shows iOS certified like this, and then another one with names and a bunch of scores on it. Those all go together. You have that right there, John. Those are the correct one there.
Mhm.
And then the list like this. Yeah, that's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one,
So
okay.
the information for you on the test shows you that everybody passed on their cumulative overall score. There is a front and back to one of the pages, and then there's only 3 candidates. They were all 3 given. They all passed with a 70% or higher on their overall. That shows you the score breakdown, how it's supposed to be non-biased and all that. We do use a third party. The biggest part in this, it's easy to have an internal employee and skip steps. I want to make sure I'm transparent to you all. I have emails for everyone I'm doing the ladder climb. Those were done on shift by shift personnel, observed by the battalion chief and officer. They sent me notification there. Their perf packets, obviously they're in perf or we wouldn't be having the meeting. So they passed their psych and their physical. And then the big part is the written test. To interview, they've already interviewed. That's why they work here. So we just gave each of the 3 of them full points on their interview as part of their process. Their hire date into academy is the same as everyone else because they were given their conditional offer. So this is just the formal, are you guys good? And to show you, we did do the third party written test, which is the one that has the expense into it. And we did do that for them. Whenever I say the internal hiring process in the meeting on 10/29, we did ask to do an outside hiring process to reestablish the list we exhausted. And then our goal was to offer people internally that wanted to come over and then go external because the ones internally would be for the class right now. They have a known value. They're already here. Why would we not want to keep them? Because they're going to look elsewhere for fire jobs anyway. So the bottom line is you have all the data that you need to show that they've done everything that they need to do per process. You see the scores and the breakdowns, the parts of the score, what we've chosen to do. When you look at it, you'll see a cognitive and a non-cognitive. The non-cognitive is kind of for us to complement the psychological exam. It has different components about reason, kind of like the round I just showed you guys prior to the meeting and played. What are you going to do when that happens? And there's all those situational awareness things. And it's just making sure that they have a cognitive ability to do 1 + 1 and arithmetic and reading and comprehension, but also dealing with people in the public because it's pretty important. And it's one of 3 tests they offer, and we like this one because it shows kind of a street smarts, if you will. And some have more than others. You'll notice that when you look at the test.
Yeah, does that not scare you?
It does, yeah.
I mean, one's got a 71
The
on
bottom
it.
line, though, is they have to score pass with a 70 or higher. So that's what requires. But here, that's why you manage people, and we have a standard, and we manage people to the standard. So they either pass or fail based on the standards of the department. Not everybody's great test takers, and I understand that. But then other people are great test takers and horrible employees. We just got to shake that out and recruit class, and that's what it's for.
Yeah. Speaking of that, how long have these folks been employed? Does that say? Anywhere?
No, that's not on there. So one of them has been here just under their year, one for almost 5 years, and one for a little over a year and a half. So yeah, they all different levels. And they've been good employees so
You
far.
need
and
a
good
motion
medics.
from us to, first of all, to approve this list.
Yes, sir.
I make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Hearing the second, all those in favor of approving the hiring list presented by the chief signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the list is approved.
Then, right now, we had 12 people you guys approved off the last hiring list that existed. We exhausted that list with that approval. We're going to stay on the same list right now.
Okay.
One of those employees took military orders and said they're out. They're going to go ahead, and they said the military had other plans. They're going to pursue that, and they're actually going on deployment, and they asked for no special consideration, so they're done. The next person took a job with Fishers. They were in both processes simultaneously. We saw that they had been hired by Fishers. I called him. I was like, were you going to let us know? He's like, it's literally 10 minutes from my house versus driving over here, which was over an hour. So he took that. So that was -2. Then the other person, well, they just quit calling, quit showing up to appointments. So then we had 9 employees out of the 12 we offered. So now I need all 3 of these medics to give us our class of 12 to meet our employment need. So we approved the list. Now I need to make sure that we are good. Right now, they are still in paramedic classification. I'm just letting them sit in on class. After this, they'll be formally in class and everything will be done. So I need an approval for us to hire all 3 as firefighters formally.
To hire all 3 in the same hiring list we just looked at.
Yep, for immediate employment. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve to hire as, what do you want to hire them as?
Firefighters.
Firefighters.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to hire all 3.
Is it-
We just need a
firefighters.
second, right?
Yeah,
Steve, we just need a second. John already made the motion.
no, I was asking what. he
Oh, I
wanted.
thought you did.
No,
Okay, well,
no.
I'll second it.
Okay, all right.
I'll second Eve's motion.
After the
Sorry.
second, all those in favor of approving the hiring list as firefighters signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the list is approved of new firefighter hires. The next item, Chief,
Okay, we will continue a new hiring process into January, which is still part of the same approval from before, but that'll just be to satisfy a list. So point 6, submission of qualified lateral hire list. When you look, you have all of the scores and all of the stuff on a list that looks like this with all of my chicken scratches on it. So you have the secret list there. Before I just give you guys the list. But again, it's where everybody came, who scored them where on their interviews and all that. So it kind of lets you see our process as far as whenever we bring them in. I have 2 people. I have Barnes and Lawrence that are left on the list. Everyone else has been offered and or hired and discussed in previous meetings. So I need approval to offer the next name on the list. And then should they decline, I'll go to the next name, but I need to hire 1 person off this list, and I will go in order Barnes and Lawrence, and at the next meeting, I'll let you know the status of this list. They will be for
Which
retirement.
list are
coming-
we looking at? Sorry.
I'm sorry, we're looking at the one that looks like this.
Oh, okay.
So the names that are not highlighted at the bottom, I need the approval to move to the next name on the list. I have a retirement coming up in February, and I'm going to make a conditional offer in January for them.
okay.
I'll make a motion to hire the next person on the lateral hire list.
I'll second it.
Hearing the second, all those in favor of approving the next name off the hiring list being hired signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That is approved.
Now, since I hired 3 of my own paramedics and took them off the street to bring them into a recruit class, now I have 3 paramedic openings. It's always good when you create your own openings. But anyway, that's this list here. You'll see some notes that I've made on there on hired, need to. So a couple of people on that list either didn't pass parts of the process, i.e. the psychological exam or whatever. So we keep their medical records put up. But Matt and Dakota have been hired. Anna is hired, but she's not starting until the 29th. So she'll be here next Monday. But I need now to hire, I have 2 people left. I have 3 openings from the bringing the firefighters over. So I need the permission to go ahead and exhaust this list and make offers to the next two. I think one of them will come. The other one has recently taken a job elsewhere, but I'm still going to make the offer because we have to. So I'll be offering both and probably getting one. I need a motion
Okay.
to be able to hire the next two names.
I'll make a motion to hire the next two people on the paramedic hiring list.
I second.
Hearing the second, all those in favor of approving the hiring the next two names off the paramedic hiring list signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Not hearing none. That hiring is approved, Chief.
Thank you. And yes, I had two of those lists. Sorry about that. You said something about one of them. Yeah, it was me. Request for approval of new paramedic hiring process. With that list being done, I need to get a list there. So we'll need to go through another process for hiring paramedics. So I'd like to start that in January, just have the same process, not changing any of our steps. Right now, everything we're doing is working well. I just need the permission to create a new hiring process from the board. I'm sorry, to start another paramedic hiring process, not create a new one.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion for the chief to create a new hiring process for new paramedics, or I'll entertain a motion on that.
I make a motion to,
Is there a second?
Second.
do what?
All those in favor of approving the chief to go forward with a new hiring process for paramedics signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that is approved, chief.
Thank you.
All right, now, that's the last thing you had, right?
It is.
No member of the public is present for public comment. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
And I second.
All those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
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 None opposed? We are adjourned.
Done.
Lee?
I will hit edit stream.
Just a record time.
And
We're done.
stream.